Hello and welcome to 99 Politics. Today, I want to discuss something very confusing: the scale on which India operates. I'm not going to go into all of the details in this one video. I want to have more videos on this based on the conversations I've had with more of my friends. Because the scale on which India operates is something that I have learned about more after coming to the US, where having been exposed to people from other cultures, I have realized that the numbers with which I operate when it comes to population are completely different for every other country, maybe except China. For example, the ease with which people use thousands and the hugeness with which they feel of the numbers of hundreds of thousands, uh, they're not that huge for me. If it goes into millions, that's when it starts mattering. Hundreds of millions, still it's very fine. That's, well, pretty much two states of India. Well, not all two states, but some two state pairs will be 100 million. Uttar Pradesh is 200 nearly. I don't remember. But that's the thing. The states are still too large of an entity to think of, because I want to look at the smallest entity that I have. And the smallest entity that I have is my city of Pune. Now, Pune is a significant city, and as much as I love it, is, well, not the most significant city in India. It is the ninth largest. It has a significant industry. It has a good economy. So it's great. And as much as I love it, it's the second biggest in my state of Maharashtra. It is, my state has two capitals, neither of which is Pune. But here's the thing: the population of Pune is 5 million. And I was having a discussion with my friend from Lithuania, whose population is 2.7 million. 2.7 million, 5 million. I'm sure you're going to have access to a lot of graphs where you can get the perfect visualization. So I'm not going to go into the visualization. Instead, I want to focus on the emotions that this elicited in me. Because as I looked into this deeper, I was insanely surprised. Because not only is the mayor of Pune operating on the same level as the president of Lithuania, that scale of my own city, where I consider that everyone knows everyone else, was staggering. At 5 million people, Pune has a police force of about 9,000. Lithuania's army is 10,000 people. They have 5,000 reserve, but the whole army of Lithuania is comparable to, in population, the police force of Pune city. Obviously, I am not going into comparisons of technology right now, and perhaps that would be a great discussion for some other time. If you would like that, let me know in the comments. When it comes to the area, Lithuania's area is 65,000 square kilometers. It's significant, especially when you look at Pune, the municipal corporation's area, which is 516 square kilometers. No hundreds, no thousands, just 516 square kilometers, have 5 million people, whereas 65,000 square kilometers in Lithuania have 2.7 million people. And the density in Pune is 9,700 people per square kilometer. In Lithuania, 43 people per square kilometers. That's the scale. And when it comes to GDP based on purchasing power parity, Pune's GDP is 69 billion and Lithuania's is 107 billion. So at just a few of these statistics, you can for sure understand the difference in standards of living, obviously the density, uh, and how both of these places are functioning. But what strikes me as being so absolutely mind-blowing is that when I thought of the smallest entity of which I was a part, my city, I did not expect to immediately start comparing it with a country, and that too so easily. And I chose Lithuania because of the similarity in the security forces. 9,000 police force, 10,000 army. I'm sure there are better comparisons with population-wise or area-wise or GDP-wise. So many other options. And I will do those. But the last thing I was expecting was that my city, or well, if Lithuania became a city in my country, it wouldn't be in the top 10. This whole country wouldn't be in the top 10. The mayor of my city is responsible for more people than the president of Lithuania and pretty much any country that is smaller than 5 million people, which is a lot of countries. So the scale on which India operates is absolutely mind-blowing. And I want to do this in a series of videos where we explore the differences in the scales at which other countries operate and at which India operates. But as a last thought, this time a macro thought, I will leave you with a very simple statistic that the population of India, or let's say the Prime Minister of India, is responsible for about 1.4 billion people. China is 1.6. At 1.4 billion, the democratically elected Prime Minister of India would be equivalent to having a Prime Minister of all of Africa, the whole African continent, and it still wouldn't equal 1.4 billion. At 1.4 billion, having a Prime Minister of India is equivalent to having a Prime Minister of all of Europe plus all of North America, and there's still a huge gap after that. So that's the scale. At the smallest level, you can compare the cities to countries. At the biggest levels, it's either a continent or, well, continents, plural, that with which you have to compare India's scale. Let me know what you think of India's scale, if you've had any such weird experiences where your mind has been blown by where you as an Indian or you as a non-Indian realized the scale at which this country operates. Let me know what you think of this video. And if you have any suggestions, I will see you all in the next 99 Politics video. Thank you.